Hello, beautiful ladies. I am touching base with you today in regard to just a quick tutorial on your brand new palette. I know that sometimes you need to see a refresher on what to do if you haven't seen a video or a reel of any sort. So you will be receiving whatever your custom color match is, which I can do for you, but you will be receiving these cute little tins. Each and every one of them has a different little piece of artwork on them, and your color is on the back and it tells you what it is. It's a highlight or it's a illuminator. And you will also be receiving a palette. This particular one is a 2-stack palette, or actually this one's a 3-stack palette for those who like a lot of makeup. Some of you may just have started with the basics, but anyways, you're going to take that tin out of the container, and this is magnetic. You're going to pop it right in. So good to go, and you're going to just line yours up according to what you received and how you want them to be in order. And the really great thing about these, as I probably have already explained to you, is that once you run out, you just have to replace this one tin, not your whole palette of eye makeup or base or whatever it is that you're using. So what I want to get to right now is then what? You've got your palette, you're ready to go, you're very excited. I want to show you what a quick and easy application is that is going to give you the 3D effect that your face already has with makeup. When you're using your standard liquid foundation and powders, you are layering several makeups on top of the other. And I will tell you now that that does not much for your skin, especially if your skin is starting to mature. If you are over the age of 30, 35, you are already starting to see the signs of maturing, and that's okay. All you have to do is learn how to adapt and adjust to that maturing skin, and this, I will tell you, is the way to do it. I wish I had found this makeup years ago. I'm only about, let me see, I'm only about a year into using this makeup, and I already love it so much that I am an artist. So that says a lot about how much I love the makeup. Sorry, I'm just trying to adapt and adjust to the lighting in this room. Just got a new mirror, so it seems to be doing better, but anyways, I'm gonna just do the standard 4 plus a bronzer for you. That's what most people end up with when they're first starting. There's illuminators and there's eyeshadows and all sorts of beautiful things, but I don't want to confuse anybody too much by going crazy here. So I just applied in all of these spots what I would consider, or what you should consider, your foundation. So that would be what your normal liquid foundation or powder foundation would have been prior to SEINT. And now I am applying a brightening highlight to my face. This highlight actually is to, again, give your face some dimension, but this will brighten these areas here. Now I'm going to go in with a contour. Some of you have a contour in your palette, some of you will have just a bronzer in your palette. I'm putting a lot on there because I have an event in a little bit, and I just wanted to have a little bit more shadow. Anyways, contour, it's not scary. You will see my video on that on my YouTube channel if you haven't already been there. Well, that's probably where you're watching this. So anyways, you'll see my video on that. Contour is not scary. I am really basically only applying this because it's an evening event and I wanted to just have a little bit more shadow. Normally what I would do is actually apply a bronzer in this area. And if that's what I have given you in your kit, then you can just do bronzer in these areas. It depends on your skin tone. It depends on what your needs are. And it depends on what you've asked me for. So anyways, this is an area that I'm putting because I am actually starting to see a little bit of pulling or sagginess in this jowl area, and this actually will make my jawline look more crisp once I blend this in. So I'm creating a shadow that gives me the effect that I actually have a more straight and even jawline than I actually do. I am actually utilizing my contour to also do my eyeliner, which I already had some on. I'm just pretty much freshening up my makeup now. But you can also use your bronzer for that. So now I am going to take this was the smudge brush that I used to apply everything. This is my blush and bronzer brush. This brush is the brush I'm going to use to blend and stipple. But first I need to remember that I put nothing on my neck. So, if you haven't seen any of my other YouTube videos, I don't have a lot of followers because I don't really push it. I really only have them here for my customers so they can get an idea of how to apply some neat tricks and tips, you know, a 5-minute bronzer, you know, quick hack on, you know, how to do your eyes, whatever. But if you would like to see more of these and you're interested in knowing when I post, you can hit click and subscribe, and you will get a notice when I create something new. Not trying to be an internet phenomenon, but if you're interested in seeing more. So what I'm doing now is I am just blending and stippling. So when I say stippling, I am pushing the product into my face. I'm not rubbing it all onto my brush. I am just moving it around a little bit, and I am starting with the main highlight color first. Mine is hazel, and then I am going to go in and very lightly tap my brightening highlight shade, and then I am going to go in and do my darker, either my contour or my bronzer, depending on which one. The lighting is not great in here, so you can't really see the dimension there, but there is dimension for sure. I actually like to do my blush when I do my contour at the same time, so that way I am not rubbing all of the contour off, which I have a tendency to do. So right now I am using a color called Melody on my cheek, which is also a lip color, and I use it as an eyeshadow as well. So I wasn't going to really get into that today, but anyways, I already had it on my finger, so I figured I don't want to waste. So now what I'm doing is I am just, make sure my ears got some, I'm just pushing the product in, push, push, push. And pushing and tapping, blending and stippling is what a lot of the girls call it. It looks kind of scary when you see it on your face, but trust me, it is not scary, and you will notice that you have dimension like you've never had before. I don't have super high cheekbones, so I do like to do a little bit of contour with either the bronzer or the contour. So now I am just very lightly pulling this contour down onto my neck. Make sure my ears got some there. I don't want to have a white ear when you got a tan face. My skin is a lot tanner than my face because I don't really get my face in the sun. So I do have to use a little bit of bronzer to even that out. I like to do this part on my nose with my finger because I feel like I have more control of how much I leave on and how much I don't. My nose is not my absolute favorite part of my face, so I do normally contour my nose. You do not have to contour your nose, but I do. So I like a little bit thinner appearance on my nose, but some people have a great nose and they don't have to do that. So you do you. All right, so that is, honestly, you are looking at it. I'm gonna put the fluffy side of my blush and bronzer brush into my Bella bronzer, which will become your best, any of our bronzers will become your best friend. And I am just going to give it a little swirl all over my face. And I'm going to go back in with my brightening highlight, and I'm going to go right here in the corner of my eye. I have a lot of darkness here as I've gotten older, and you guys, less is more when it comes to this makeup. If you get too much, you'll know it. You will see it start to crease, especially under your eye. So you just have to remember you don't need a lot. If you also wanted to get a little bit of an eye lift, I'll show you here really quickly. You're going to put that same brightening highlight right here from the corner of your eye up. And then it is going to, number one, clean up any eye makeup you have there, but it is going to give the appearance that your eye is very tight in that area. So all I need is some lip gloss, and I am going to be pretty much ready to go. I'm going to use just a gloss. I'm not crazy about, I'm not for some reason crazy about the color I have on my eyes and my cheeks for my lips, and I don't have another lip and cheek color in my palette right now. So you would think I'd have 100 of them, but I don't. I wish that my lighting was better in here, because I do not look this pale when I'm looking at myself. But you'll see for yourself when you start this. So easy, so beautiful. One thing that you do need to remember is your skin will need to adjust to this makeup. Your skin has been used to drying makeup that looks flat. This actually is very moisturizing. My skin feels better than it has ever felt since I started using this makeup. About 2 weeks after I started using this makeup, I could see a difference in the moisture levels of my skin. I don't really use a moisturizer prior to doing my makeup now. Before I was. That says a lot about my moisture level. So that's huge. I think that my skin has improved since I started using it. But anyways, I'm sure you will see that as well. But let me know if you have any questions. I am happy to assist in any way. I'll jump on a video chat with you. Anything that I can do to help and make your experience with this amazing cream makeup, I'm happy to help. So remember, you are gorgeous no matter what, but this will just enhance that. So enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you soon.